One of my favorite courses in college was Introduction to the English Language. That's when words became a passion for me as I devoured every word, every rule of grammar, and every point of punctuation. Why do words matter? Because words are our primary way of communicating, of stating facts, of asking questions, and clarifying ideas. Words evolve over time. Some words are with us from the beginning to the end of our lives, and some words come in and out of fashion, like the words we're into now, such as efficacy and immunology, which we're using like nobody's business. What I mostly care about is that we should get words right. I hear people say conversate instead of converse, or realtor instead of realtor. Hey, even some realtors, professional realtors, get that one wrong sometimes. Today, I am coming out. My name is Wanda, and I am a word nerd. I started my newspaper career as a copy editor, someone who changes words, tightens words, explains the meaning of words. I even had to learn how to read words upside down and backwards. That's a whole nother story for another event. These days, mostly because of social media and electronic communication, words don't seem to matter to a lot of people. But they matter to me, and they should matter to you. I know language changes because language is a living thing that evolves with the times. But the words I'm hearing and seeing misused these days are not about evolution. They're about misuse. Listen, I've been known to edit the church bulletin when I see mistakes in grammar and spelling. Yes, I am that person. My husband and my daughter just roll their eyes when they see me making marks all over the pages. I suppose some fellow worshipers think I'm writing down some Bible verses or some wisdom from the pastor, but nope, that is not the case. I edit just to assure myself that at least one copy is edited correctly. That's me. So I want to share my passion with you, and if you see some misused words you agree with, I just want you to give us a nod when I say, come on now. I want you to say, mm-hmm. So let's practice. Come on now. One more time. Come on now. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with some very simple words that are often misused. One of them is your and your. How many times have you seen that one wrong? People just don't seem to know the difference, right? Okay, and then there's there and they are. Who knows, That's another one. Come on now. Okay. So now, and then there's accept versus accept. People get that wrong all the time. I accept your invitation. I accept your apology. And the other is accept is, I'm ready to go, except I need to get a sweater, okay? Then there's capital versus capitol. People get that wrong all the time. Capital, the AL is a city or place. Atlanta is our capital AL city. The Capitol is the building where the legislators work. And think of it this way. Think about the O in Capitol, and that's like the dome. So that's a way of remembering it. Come on now. All right. So now that we've gotten those simple words, you kind of get in the rhythm here. Let's talk about some misuses and abuses of some words. Ultimate versus penultimate. Now, we think of ultimate as the best, the highest, the greatest, the grandest. But a lot of people see that word penultimate and they think, well, it's a bigger word, so it must be higher than ultimate. But that's not the case. Penultimate is the thing that happens before ultimate. So just want to remember that. And then there is Calvary versus cavalry. Now, Calvary is the crucifix, the place where Jesus died. We know that. The cavalry is like, here come the troops, here come the troops, here come the troops. And then there's immigrate and immigrate. So immigrate is where we are leaving. We're leaving that place. Or if you are an immigrant with an E, you are coming from someplace. Immigrate with the I is where you're going or where you just came. Or if you are an immigrant, you have come from that place. You get that? Come on now. All right. Then there are misused or mispronounced words. Asterisk has an S. Some people say asterisk. What happened to that S? Did it fall on the floor? Where is it? And then there is etc. versus etc. And there's espresso versus espresso. Some people say, where are we getting all these extra X's? Come on now. All right. Oh my gosh. Then there is irregardless, okay? Versus regardless. Now let me just say this. There is no such word as irregardless. Don't use that word. Just don't use it. And there's past, P-A-S-T, and P-A-S-S-E-D. Now, we know that's a time. It's a period of time. But maybe because I grew up in a funeral home family, that people get it wrong all the time. And I hate that. So how many times have you seen on social media somebody say, my cousin, P-A-S-T, this morning? It's wrong. Come on now. Okay. And then there are the words that I just love the sound of. Words matter. I love the sound of the word juxtaposition. I hear somebody else out there that loves that sound. It is a fun word. It means something that's aligned with something. We're on the same level. We're going the same way. Juxtaposition. I just love it. I love the number of syllables and everything. I got a little story about that. When my daughter was in middle school, she used to bring home spelling words. And every week, the teacher would send a list of words, and I required her to write the list 3 times. One list she would put up on the bulletin board over her desk in her room. One list would go in the refrigerator door so we could study while we were doing homework and cooking and doing things. And then one list we would tape on the dashboard of the car. So as I was driving her to school, she would, study. I could read the words to her and have her spell them. Now, I learned this word in college. I don't know about you. I didn't know juxtaposition when I was in middle school. And I remember saying to her, you sure you were in middle school? Come on now. And then there's the word cacophony. I just love the sound of that word because you use the back of your throat to say cacophony, cacophony. But we rarely have a chance to use that word. It means a mixture of sounds. But I had a chance to use it for the first time in writing when I was writing my memoir, Coming Full Circle. And the sentence says, I stood on the sidewalk amidst the cacophony of laughter, childhood shrieks, the tooting of car horns, cacophony. Love that word. And then there are the multiple word plurals. Now, okay, get ready for this. There are some words that have the S in the middle, not at the end. One of them is attorneys general. It is not attorney generals. It is attorney general, attorneys general. And then there's mothers-in-law. It is not mother-in-laws or son-in-laws. It's mothers-in-law. Come on now. All right. I know all of you know the rules of language and grammar. But today, I want to deputize you to go out and proselytize about how to use words correctly. And every time you hear someone say conversate or mother-in-laws or son-in-laws, remind them of the word nerd you met here today. My name is Wanda, and I am a word nerd because words really do matter. Come on now.